When most people hear the words options trading, they picture a high-stakes guessing game, right? Betting big on a stock either soaring to the moon or crashing and burning. But here's the thing, that's not how the pros see it. Not even close. There's a fundamental secret they use, a totally different way of looking at the market that flips the whole script. So let's get right into it and pull back the curtain on how they really play the game. And just to kick things off, I want you to think about this for a second. What if you could actually make money on a Saturday or a Sunday? When the markets are completely dark and not a single trade is happening. Sounds kind of crazy, right? But stick with me, because this is the absolute key to understanding the professional's edge. For most folks out there, making money when the market is closed is a hard no. And that's because they see options as a lottery ticket. They're buying a contract, crossing their fingers, and hoping for some huge, unpredictable event to make them rich. This is the myth, the perception that paints options as nothing more than pure gambling. Well, today, we're going to blow that myth right out of the water. The secret isn't about being a better gambler. It's about stopping being a gambler entirely. It's about a massive shift in your perspective. It's about becoming the casino. It's about owning the game, not just playing it. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. On one side, you have the gambler, the option buyer. Think of them as someone buying an insurance policy. They pay a premium, a little bit of cash, hoping for a crash to happen so they can cash in. But then you have the casino, the option seller. They're the insurance company. They're the ones collecting all that premium, knowing that statistically, most of the time, that crash never actually happens. And the one statistic that this whole strategy is built on, well, it's pretty staggering. Get this. Somewhere between 70 and 80% of all options contracts expire completely worthless. Zero. Nada. And that's not a bug, it's a feature. The game is literally designed this way, tilted in favor of the house. So when you sell options, you're not fighting the odds, you're putting the odds on your side. Okay, so you're probably asking, what makes this advantage so reliable? What's the engine that's actually driving this casino? Well, it's not luck, and it's definitely not a crystal ball. It's one of the most predictable, unstoppable forces in the entire universe, the simple passage of time. And in the options world, this incredible force has a name: Theta. See, options are what we call a wasting asset. I love the analogy of a melting ice cube. Every single day that goes by, a little piece of its value just melts away. It's gone forever. And theta, that's just the measurement of how fast that ice cube is melting. This decay is literally built into an options DNA. And this right here, this brings us full circle to that question I asked at the very beginning. Because time, well, it doesn't punch a clock. It doesn't take weekends off. This decay is happening 24/7. When you're at work, when you're on vacation, and yes, when you're sound asleep. It is a constant, passive force working in your favor. Okay, let me give you the clearest, most powerful example of this: the weekend effect. The models that price options, they don't care about Wall Street's schedule. They use calendar days, all 7 of them. So, imagine you sell an option on a Friday. Its value is literally decaying all through Saturday and all through Sunday. By the time the market opens on Monday morning, poof, that option is automatically worth less, simply because 2 whole days have vanished from its life. You've literally made money while doing absolutely nothing. Okay, but it gets even better. This decay, this melting, it doesn't happen in a straight, boring line. And this is where the real pro-level insight comes in. It's all about understanding the rate of that decay, because that's where the strategic edge really is. And the best way to think about it is gravity. You know how when something falls, it doesn't just move at one speed, right? It accelerates. It goes faster and faster and faster the closer it gets to the ground. Well, an option's time decay does the exact same thing as it gets closer to expire. All right, check out this curve. This is huge. Way out here at 90 days from expiration, see how flat it is? The decay is super slow, barely moving. But watch what happens as we get closer. Right around that 45-day mark, the curve starts to bend. It gets steeper. That right there is the sweet spot. That's where pros start paying very close attention. Then, once you hit about 21 days out, look at that drop. The value is just falling off a cliff. We call that the harvesting zone. So here's the actual strategy. The pros don't just sell an option and hold it till the bitter end. No, that's too risky. Instead, they harvest the best part of this curve. They jump into the trade around that 45-day mark, just as that decay really starts to pick up speed. And then they exit the trade around 21 days from expiration. Why? Because they've captured that super fast, profitable chunk of decay, and they get out before those chaotic final weeks when the risk gets way too high. Okay, let's zoom out and put a bow on all of this. What we've really been talking about here is a completely new mental model for trading. It's about shifting your focus away from trying to guess unpredictable market moves and instead profiting from one of the most predictable forces there is. So if you take anything away from our little explainer today, let it be these key points. First, stop thinking of options as a bet. Start seeing them as an insurance product. Second, realize that when you're a seller, your profit engine is time itself. Third, and this is the big one, that decay isn't linear, it accelerates, and you can build an entire strategy around harvesting that sweet spot. And finally, when you put it all together, you're no longer fighting the odds. You're trading with the statistical advantage of the house. So I'll leave you with this one last question to think about. In your own approach to the markets, are you still just playing the game? Still sitting at the table, hoping for that lucky hand against all the odds? Or are you ready to change your perspective and finally become the house?